Hey everyone, welcome to God Eater. This is a visual novel where, let me entice you to watch the video, uh, men like this are dateable. And apparently they're like evil in a way, so like yandere thing. But we'll get into that later. I just want to preface that I am a big visual novel person, but my actual reading ability is a little bit below, but that's fine because I'm pretty good at voices and I got quite a bit of personality. So stick around for the vibes. So sit down, get a glass of Joe. No, don't drink Joe. He's my good friend. You can't drink him. He's a person. But regardless, let's get into it. In the garden, there exists 7 symbols to which one must worship. Each one represents a concept linked to the creation of the garden. And there are a bunch of archangels. The symbols are entities generated by the creator to maintain order and the functioning of the garden. All beings born under the command of the garden have a limited connection with their representative symbols, depending on the day they were born. No one was born on Sunday. Sundays are sacred days. Sundays are sacred day. It's said that the symbols choose 6 people after the first candle festival to consume them. You're bloodying the painting in the hopes that one of them is the reincarnation of the creator. Am I the reincarnation? Your character's past doesn't matter. It's just another body for you to take. Something you're already used to, I guess. Welcome to the garden, a place used as a test. A disposable place after finishing playing it. The game is simple. You must not let the other characters find out that your puppet is connected to you. Your puppet will be sent as a gift for the symbols, and you should act as if you belong there. I am, and I'm gonna fall in love with all of them. Please do not do anything that is outside the stipulations, nor summon the name of the representative of the void. This is strictly prohibited. Even if you are given the opportunity, don't do it. Okay, I won't. You feel yourself fall on a hard surface, scraping your knee. Oh! It's a sharp knock that creates a strange echo. You can hear the sounds of silverware being scraped on a plate. Ugh. And then, dead silence. Something is wrong. I'm gonna open my eyes. Who's scraping plates? You look where you've fallen and realize that you're on a table. Am I for dinner? You fell right on top of a cake, causing your entire hand and part of your knee to be stained with chocolate. Hey. You hear a voice behind you, and reflexively, you turn to see who it is. I'm sorry for ruining your chocolate. In front of you is a man who looks back at you in amazement, and before you can ask what's going on, he interrupts you. You shouldn't be here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I can't believe the distribution mechanism broke down again. I have to do everything myself. No one here is responsible enough to verify if everything's in order. You feel invisible hands grab by your arm and legs and plunge you into the void through the table. Okay, bye. Little by little, you sink into the dark void that envelops you. The sensation is warm and strange. Okay, sorry for barging in. What the hell? There's no information about you. This can't be possible. I would like to know what's going on, sir. What's happening? I can't see the connection with your symbol. Apparently, you're not a subject. Pardon me, I was wrong. Welcome. I've been waiting for you. Mother said that she'd send me a new toy. Oh, I'm getting butterflies already. The word toy doesn't sound right, and you feel a small twinge of discomfort at the strangeness of the situation. But remember that you have to put on a good face. Act natural. Like you really belong here. I do. I'm Cake Boy now. I don't like that I said that. After what happened to the last one, I really hope you last longer. I probably will. You really don't want to know what happened to the last one. My name is Nula, owner of the Void. Nice to meet you. Before we leave, I need your name. What's your name? We'll go with my real name so I can feel oh, this is actually kind of freaking me out. We'll go with a real name. I don't know why I did that. He's going to start saying things like, I love you. Okay, I'm Luke. Welcome to the Void, Luke. I can't do that. I can't do that. I honestly can't do that. I'm going to go with Anon. Yeah, because that's the thing. I'm Anon. Welcome to the Void, Anon. Nula extends his hands to you in order to squeeze yours tightly in the style of a greeting. Despite the second passing, he doesn't let you go. Despite the seconds passing, he doesn't let you go. You feel like his gaze is devouring your soul. Look at those piercing eyes. He's devouring me in multiple ways because I'm covered in cake. Almost like he's looking for something. I'm gonna keep looking at you. You are. Nula's gaze turns blank for a second, only to be quickly replaced by eyes filling with wonder. You're from there. You're not from here. I'm not gonna say anything. Oh, wait, should I? Oh, that's probably the heart. So I think there's like multiple routes inside this game. I'll try to do one per video. You feel Nula pull your hand, breezing your body closer to him. Instantly, his other hand begins to squeeze your neck, blocking the entry into your lungs. I see you. Before your vision completely blurs, Nula lets you go. Oh. So this is nothing more than a puppet. I apologize for my behavior. I didn't think I would be facing someone from the upper planes. Oh, did I ruin it? I kind of liked you, but we'll see multiple people. You are adorable. Thank you. If I kill the puppet, maybe I can get you out of it. That's kind of nice. And I'll be able to exit this loop. Don't move, please. It will only be a second. Alright. Nula doesn't let you speak. In a moment, he has you in his arms again, and one of his hands resting upon your chest. I'm fine with this. I'll remove your essence. With that, I'll be able to get you out of there. Thank you, Nula. It won't hurt. At least, not for you, Anon. I can't say the same for the puppet. Oh, is this like a Deltarune thing? You feel how Nula begins to open your chest and begins to extract something from inside. It hurts. It hurts so much. Hey, yo, this kind of hurts. Obviously, your sight begins to blur. Is this sex? Sorry. Hey, what's going on? No. Yeah, that's my spleen. It's not fair. Bad end. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. Okay, this time we're gonna try to escape. Sorry, bro. You seem very lovely, and we're probably gonna get to know you later, but I'm gonna escape. The instinct to flee and run kicks in, and taking advantage of the man's distraction, your legs start moving. Without waiting for the man to react, you run for the door in front of you, covered in chocolate. It's open. He's gonna jump on me. You arrive to what appears to be the main entrance. As you run, you feel like no one is chasing you. Looking back, you don't see the man behind you. Awesome. You look ahead again, the man appears in front of you, as if he had teleported. I'm sorry, I can't let you leave the domain. You feel him push you to the ground, and you fall with him on top of you. Okay. Oh, hey, sorry. His left hand travels to your neck, while the other slowly places it on your heart. His hand pierces your ribcage easily, breaking your bones and organs. My organs, yo. The last thing you see is how the man examines you closely. Your vision begins to blur. This is a good showcase of how bad I am with men. That's funny. Okay, I guess this time we'll look away from you. You look away, unable to bear the ways Nula's eyes make holes in your head, but I kind of like that. Your eyes travel to where your hands are connected. You are the first to let go, causing Nula to snicker. I guess Mother gave you life and didn't explain anything to you. How negligent on her part. You'll have to help in the hotel today. You'll serve as a waiter in the dining room. Some symbols are coming into my hotel today for a meeting. Great, I've become your attendant. It's better than you killing me, though. If you tend to them well, maybe they'll take you on as apprentice. But for now, you're just a toy, so be careful. I survived. The entity that calls himself Nula touches your forehead, and you feel invisible hands grab over your limbs, pushing you down once more. And with this, the floor swallows you into total blackness. Don't be scared. We'll arrive at our destination soon. Hold me. I am scared. Despite not seeing anything, you feel like you're floating in a void. Out of nowhere, strange pressure is exerted on your body, giving you a sensation that you're falling. And sure enough, you fall on your hands atop a cold floor. Ooh, tomato. You look around your surroundings. You look around and your surroundings have changed. You no longer find yourself in the same kitchen as before. Now it's a larger one, similar to a kitchen that are in restaurants. We've arrived. You look up to find Nula, who's standing next to you, chopping vegetables. But he doesn't look at you. He's chopping vegetables. Beyond, near the knives, there's a strange-looking person. Nula looks at him. Hey, Fames. I'm gonna call you Fames. It's probably wrong, though. You're giving Fames. The strange man jumps upon hearing Nula. When you look more closely, you realize that he's wearing a mask that prevents you from seeing his features. Mr. Nula, I thought you wouldn't come today. You weren't coming today. He doesn't sound very happy with Nula's arrival. I had a little problem. This person. Does it have to do with the smelly creature next to you? Hey! Just a little bit of chocolate. Smelly. You tilt your head slightly to verify his statements, finding that you don't even smell. Like anything at all. Something like that. Mr. Nula, that thing smells like a human. I have to return them to the warehouse. You should check your sense of smell, Fames. It's getting worse. This is the new toy that Mother has sent to entertain the symbols. But the last one was completely broken by Quinque. I thought you and Mother had agreed that no more would be made. That was because Quinque is an animal. He doesn't take care. Am I saying that right? He doesn't take care of things. But I guess Mother can't leave Septum without his weekly meal. It's obviously you're burned by the favoritism. In a way, you feel like you're the third wheel of this conversation. No shit. It's not like you have much to contribute either. Anyways, I have faith in this creation. There's something different about it. Different from the others. The only difference is that it reeks of human. Maybe the seven of them will like that. Famis leaves to go in search of a plate. When he returns, you can appreciate what's on it. Nula does the same from his side. That is a fat steak. It's meat. Is it human, or did you cook me? Nula looks at Fames with a smug face. If you allow them to attend the symbol, maybe you'll save some of your employees from losing their lives. Lately, the symbols have been very displeased. Okay, you win. Now please stop interrupting my work. Nula detaches himself from Fames and begins to walk towards the door that appears to be the exit for the kitchen. I'll see you later. You're in charge of Fames. Adios. Alright, I think he wants to eat me. What an idiot. Fine. I need you to attend the symbols that will be arriving shortly. Meanwhile, prepare for them. Fine by me. Fame shows you to where the symbols are sitting and explains that they're separate from the normal public because they have important topics to discuss among themselves. Fame also instructs you that the food must be set on the table before they arrive. You are now unsupervised. I'm gonna wreck the place. Do what they ask of you. You shouldn't risk escaping. It's better to do what they ask and act normally. I will. And you set the table very carefully. From time to time, Fames passes by in order to inspect how it's going for you. Once he considers that you finished setting the tables, he calls you to the kitchen. Give me another job, I want to, please. Fames explains that you have to place the starter dishes and then wait for the symbols to arrive. While he prepares the dishes, he informs you that only 5 of the symbols are coming today. Each one has an intimidating aura and are very prone to responding immeasurably to the workers if they don't like something. But they're gonna like my face, right? Right, Fames? Especially Umas. He has those 2 eyes that follow you everywhere. I hear that he took those eyes from Quator in a fight. I hate that brat. Once Fames finishes preparing the starters, he leaves them on the counter and reluctantly wishes you good luck. There are 5 dishes, but due to your lack of extra hands, you only take 2. A plate in each hand. You walk the same route you've been taking, but upon approaching the table, you notice that something isn't right. It's not empty. You almost dropped your plates from shock. Or something else. There are 2 people comfortably sitting at the table that's supposed to be for the symbols. You gaze. They gaze at you. The blonde one with the ridiculous crown looks at you expectantly, while the redhead smiles at you from ear to ear. His teeth remind you of a shark's. There's a moment in which none of the 3 of you take the initiative to react. We just stare at each other, but they don't appear nervous. What's more, they're waiting for your reaction so they can continue with their business. Introduce yourself as the player. Oh. I'm just gonna introduce... I can do that later. Introduce yourself. You suppose that these must be the symbols that Nula and Fames have been talking about. In a way, it's difficult for you to imagine that they could take the life of workers since they look rather friendly. To take the life of workers? They're gonna kill me? Well, actually, I was already killed before. I don't know why I even asked that. So, not to tempt fate by making them wait, you decide to present yourself. Present yourself? My name is Anon, and I will be assisting you today. The redhead glances at you, glances at the blonde with a toothy smile, but the blonde only looks at you. In a certain way, it makes you feel nervousness in your stomach. Hey, Septum, this is not a worker. Could it be Mother's gift? It's similar to the previous one, but better. The eyes. It's the eyes they have, and the smell they emanate. Wow, It looks like Mother. Wow. It looks like Mother. It looks like Mother is making them similar to humans now. Indeed. I like you two the most of all so far. You don't know how to answer that, so you decide to look beyond the table and realize that Nula is watching you with an intense gaze. Can I be the first to use them? Yes, please. We must wait for the others. Oh, group stuff. They say they'll be late because Queen Quay was throwing a tantrum. We have to wait at least an hour. There's an awkward silence before the blonde breaks it. Between you and Queen Quay, I don't know who's worse. The redhead narrows his eyes, looking at the blonde with anger, but doesn't say or refute anything. Instead, he chooses to look at you, crossing his arms. He says, "We can make the most of our time and start, so that when the others arrive, we'll already be ready." Ready. I'm ready for bed. Besides, I never get the essence. I only get the trashy parts. What would I gain if we started earlier? You always complain that they break it too quickly. Besides, the time you take when it's your turn is eternal. Quator said it's only because you like to talk to the gifts before devouring its essence. You're very strange. That's none of your business. You wouldn't understand anyways. My matters of consuming essence. Are you guys gonna consume me? I know. How about we make the most of our time and do that thing you do with the gift? Talk to the gift? We would have to seal the table. Call Nula to do it. Nula? In the blink of an eye, Nula materializes next to you with his gaze fixed on the blonde. His Holiness Septim. The tone used by Nula to the blonde one's septum was a total surly one, as if he had an aversion just to naming the blonde's title. Need something? I want you to seal the table for a while. But I don't want you listening in to what I talk about with the gift. I want privacy. And what do you propose? You could just let the gift choose and summon one of your names. You assume they're talking about you. No shit. You look directly into Nula's eyes and feel how he's staring at you, inexplicably commanding you not to refuse. I'm not planning on. I like these two, and look how tall they are. Nula, short king. Oh, we've never done this before. Sounds interesting. Well, who do you choose? Respectfully, the redhead. Well, you've done well. Now comes the hard part. I want you to survive by the time the meeting begins. You must get yourself adapted as an apprentice. Otherwise, your puppet's body will be devoured. I almost forgot to tell you my name. The name's Unum. Hi, Unum. You are very handsome. Nula, you can seal the table now. In a matter of seconds, Septim and Nula disappear from sight, leaving you with only Unum at the table. He gestures to you, indicating that you can take a seat in front of him. You should think about it a little. I'm gonna obey. I'm not even gonna look at the other answers. Okay, you don't really want to die. Call it instincts or forever or whatever, but you're not gonna sit idly and wait for your end to come. And if licking this clown's boots will give you a chance to get out, then you'll take it. How dare you call my beautiful boy a clown? You could be in a worse situation. So sitting in for a while wouldn't hurt. Settling in for a while. After all, your legs ache a little from walking around so much. You sit down in front of Unum, who smiles at you from ear to ear, happy that you listened to him without much complaint. Of course. Wait, look, I like the back button. When you settle on the chair, you realize, well, you're not sure what to do or say, or what not to say. So you have three options. Wait for him to break the ice, beg for your life, start yapping. Without giving the matter any further thought, you decide to start yapping about your new hyperfixation. I'm sorry for hitting that. I think Unum is probably the type of person to be the conversation starter, but maybe this will get me killed, and then I can like that in a way. You tell him everything without much shame, since you decided to leave that behind when you agreed to download this game. From the most minuscule and far-fetched info to the most disturbing and spicy, talking a mile a minute without realizing it. You think it's like you're chatting with a friend who agrees, who shares your strange tastes. Oh, he likes it? But so far you don't dare look at his reactions. That's very me, like just jabbering on about things, but like not being able to look at someone and say the eyes. But I think that's just a me thing. But you can't even look at him. It reaches a point where you chatter so much that you think your tongue is going to get tangled. That's when you decide to take a break and shut your mouth. In fear, you look up to see Unum's reaction. Oh, he rocks with it. He looks at you with his mouth open, almost fascinated. Noticing your silence, he speaks. Come on, Anon, continue. You didn't expect that reaction, but it means that you're doing well, and maybe you'll end up turning Unum into into another fan of your hyperfixation. That would be perfect. If you haven't already done it, I think you already did. Doesn't sound bad at all. After talking endlessly about your hyperfixation, you find yourself with nothing left to say. Unum looks at you for a while. Unum waits a long time before starting to cut the piece of meat you brought earlier. It must surely be already cold. Slowly, he brings it to his mouth. Oh, look at those teeth! I specifically picked him because also just like, I like his whole vibe. I like, yeah. But also I like the sharp teeth thing. It's been like a thing in characters that I've liked for a long time. Be my test subject. Okay. You have no choice to accept being his test. You have no choice to accept being his test subject, but you don't know whether to trust him or not. So far, he's done nothing but take everything lightly. What guarantees do you have that he's not deceiving you? Because look at him, he's fine. Do you accept? I need you to respond quickly before Septim asks to remove the seal. If you accept, I'll take you to my domain. Hehe. This is my choice. All right, I'll go with you. Ha 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 ha. I promise not to break you too quickly. You really have no idea what the hell you've gotten yourself into. But maybe Septim would have been the better choice. No, but we'll do that next time. All right, when Nula removes the seal, you must stay completely still. You nod your head. Not even 3 seconds pass when you feel a strange pressure in your body. You assume it must be Nula. Whoa. Nula and Septim materialize right where you last saw them. Nula standing right next to the table, and Septim sitting right beside Unum, as if they've always been there. Wow, I didn't think that the gift would come out in one piece. Congrats! Of course I survived. Look at him, he's so nice. Septim is interrupted by Unum, who lunges at you. I like this quite a lot. If it weren't for Unum's speed, you surely would have moved to avoid him, but since your reflexes are slower in comparison, you remain still as a stone. Well, because he told you to stay still, Unum's arms wrap around you, taking your breath away with how tightly he squeezes you. What the? Suddenly you stop hearing Septim's voice in the ambient noise of the dining room. Whisk me away! Oh, where am I? The sensation of hands caressing your face invites you to leave your subconscious. Can I see the full picture? You try to open your eyes, but the light of the place is preventing it. It's bothersome. Yeah, I'd like to see you don't know how long you've been unconscious. You feel the same hands giving you gentle pats on the cheek. Which cheeks? Every one getting rougher as the seconds pass. Stop. One strong enough to hurt makes you scream. Your eyes open abruptly, and the first thing you see is Unum with his stupid grin. It's not stupid. Stop it already. You scream with so much anger that Unum stops abruptly and looks at you with wide eyes. Ha 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 ha! You have pain receptors. Excellent. It seems the smell you emit is correct. You belong to the human race. Unum's expression shows how exalted he is, which you don't like very much because of how, from your own experience, that it doesn't lead to anything good. You decide it's better to not let him get more excited than necessary, so you ignore him to observe your surroundings. You find yourself in a bed spacious enough for 2 people, in a room that, to be honest, could belong to a king. The place is so immaculate that it doesn't even feel real. You like it? I do. This will be your room. I was thinking about it, and I suppose it would be impossible to leave you in the residence of my wives. You have wives? I thought I was your one and only, bro. Nah, it tracks. They would devour you as soon as you step foot in the place. Wives, not just one, but more? You can't help but feel pity for the poor women who have to have this brat as their partner. You feel that he probably doesn't dedicate enough time for each of them. I spoke with Septim and Nula, told them that his mother will make another gift so that everyone can have their share. That means you are my property now. I quite appreciate that, Unum. I quite appreciate that. Unum, sorry. Do not kill me. You probably will after you devour my soul or whatever. Look at nice window. This is so nice. Look at that. This is the first time I have a living human in my domain. Ask why he can't have living human. Why can't there be a living human in your domain? Unum analyzes your face from him before answering, as if contemplating what kind of information he will reveal to you. Nula and Mother say that there can only be humans for our consumption. Nula excuses himself by saying that he can't provide any since we only have 6 humans each month. No more than that. That's why Mother makes a gift every Sunday, as a placebo, since human flesh is vital for our physical form, but very addictive. You are the placebo. Okay, that kind of explains some stuff. Although it's the first time a gift smells like a real human. Ask about Mother. Who is Mother? Mother really hasn't made you like the others. Unum ponders before responding. Mother is the embodiment of the garden itself. All of this is Mother. Mother takes care of us, and we keep her alive. You suppose that you understand a bit more. It's like a mutualistic relationship. Both parties benefit. Well, you must be hungry. I read somewhere that humans have meal times and eat more than once a day. Yeah, you only ate a little bite of a steak, or maybe you're gonna eat me. Although Septum does it all the time too. When I've been in his domain, he sits at the table in the morning, afternoons, and nights to eat. I've asked him why he does it, but he always tells me it's none of my business. Newell also does it sometimes. Maybe that's why they're both so strong. I don't need it, but maybe I'll even try it now that you're here with me. Yeah, I'd like that. For some reason, it feels kind of endearing that he talks to you so freely, like an old friend. And the fact that he's been reading information about humans makes you wonder. Wonder? How long has he been planning to have one? It makes you feel like a pet that its that its owner talks to after getting home from work. Walk behind me and don't stray. My wives like to come to my residence to relax. Escape seems not like an option for now, but you don't want to die trying. Why would I want to escape, though? He leaves the bed you're in and waits for you at the door. You get up and begin to follow Unum through the hallway. You walk so close to him that you're almost tripping on his heels. You're slow to reach the desired place under a silence that is neither comfortable nor uncomfortable. Cook something for two. You can use whatever you like. Everything here is edible. I don't know how to cook. I'll wait for you in the dining room. Okay, I'm gonna make you tomato and grape. Without another word, Unum disappears from the kitchen and leaves you alone. You look around and inspect every corner of the place. There are cupboards, pantries filled with food, and a refrigerator filled with meat, fruits, and vegetables. You wonder why there's so much food if Unum says he doesn't need it. I'm gonna ask him what he wants to eat. With some shame, you move towards the door Unum disappeared through. Yo! You search carefully with your eyes. There's no one. What's happening? Yo, come back. I need your order, sir. Sir? I'm getting too into it. Unum asks, appearing before you. You jump from the fright he caused you, but you compose yourself quickly. Is there anything in particular you want to eat? Unum looks at you as if he's expecting any question except the one that just came out of your mouth. Newell eats some things that are soft and spongy with gold-covered liquid spilled on them. I would like to try them. He sounds a little embarrassed to say it. I have no clue what that is, but I'll try my best. Okay, you think you know what he's referring to. Clearly it's pancakes based on the given description. Clearly? Okay. You begin to prepare the pancakes under the current gaze of Unum, who watches with fascination as you do the preparations. From time to time, you get the feeling that maybe he wants to help, but you decide to ignore him. Don't ignore him. Be like, hey, do you want to learn how to cook? Pancakes are pretty... I am a pancake master. Let it be known. That is my dad's... He has passed that down to me as I am the pancake master version 2. You take the plates to the dining table and realize that unlike the rest of the place, the table is small and simple, where only 2 people can fit. Yeah, that's how you eat pancakes. Are they good? You sit down once Unum places the plate in front of you. He doesn't wait to start eating, opting to swallow the food as soon as it's put on the table. Okay, I like it, like a snake. He devours everything very quickly, making it impossible to tell if you liked it or not. Well, if you eat it quickly, I think you liked it. Because his expression reflects nothing more than neutrality. That is not neutrality, that is seduction. He's looking at me. As if the flavor of the food itself didn't interest him. I think I'm getting too into it. Thanks for the meal. And that's the only feedback you get? God, you really tried hard. Yeah, it's fine. You can't expect the first batch of pancakes to be delicious. It always takes like a few for them to start being like really good. Sighing, you resign yourself to eating what's on your plate. You close your eyes and put the first bite into your mouth. It's delicious. You eat it slowly without rushing. Bite after bite, you take pauses to breathe. I do not do that with my pancakes. I make my own syrup and we do not need pancake descriptions, but me, Unum, devouring pancakes. I'm glad I picked the right boy. I want to peel back the curtain that it is like 12 o'clock on a Monday, but we all do things. Whatever. But something's nagging you. The feeling of being watched makes your stomach turn. No, the pancakes! They're gonna become apple turnovers in your stomach. Your eyes travel to where Unum is sitting, where you confirm your suspicion. He's looking at you. Yeah, you got a little pancake, or is that... No, that's stars on your eyes. It's fascinating. Your body changes all the time. It's never the same. From your breathing to your heartbeat. You don't like the way he's looking at you, or the tone of his voice at all. What do you mean? I want to know more. Your heart, you hear a crash of what? You hear a crash of chairs being thrown to the floor. Whoa, you're not able to process what's happening until your back hits the wall and Unum grabs you by the collar of your clothes. You don't know how long I've waited for this opportunity. You're filled with pancakes. Now I can eat you with the pancakes, and that's going to be even more delicious. If I break your chest and remove any organ other than the heart or the brain, how long will it take for your body to shut down? And if I remove your tongue, will you be able to keep eating or even speak? What level of damage does your body have to have in order to not be able to regenerate itself? The human body takes a long time to regenerate, and pancakes are not gonna, it's not enough fuel to regenerate. What is the limit? You have to do something before this crazy man tears you to parts. Try to reason, panic and beg for your life, fight to free yourself. I'm gonna try to reason because maybe I could be like, hey, like gentle, like stroke, nice pets. It's what you do to like a little kid who's like smacking a cat. You gotta be like gentle pets. You try to talk some sense into him. This is gonna work. You tell him there's more interesting humans can do when alive. That's true. Like give me kisses. You tell him so many things erratically that you don't even process what kind of information or data about the human body you're throwing at him. But it seems to work because Unum just looks at you attentively. He no longer has that excited expression before her. Without warning, Unum takes your arm with an unusual sense of delicacy. Unum looks at you, completely serious, as you squirm under his grip due to the strange shift in mood. His mouth is dangerously close to your arm. It is on my arm. So close that you can feel the heat of his lips brushing against your skin. Again, midnight on a Monday. You mentally prepare yourself for him to tear your limb off with his own teeth. Ha 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 ha. From here I can hear you. From here I can feel your heartbeat. Is this what they call a pulse? Do you not have one? Awesome. Cool. I think that was pretty constructive. Although, I don't like the substance you're releasing. It's all over your body now. Are you talking about my sweat? I do be sweating a lot. I'm sorry about the distraction. My cat, you, was screaming. Hopefully that didn't show up or be auditory in the camera. There's fur everywhere now. Just like that, Unum lets you go and you fall to the ground. You remain there, not moving a single muscle, staring at Unum in terror. Terror? Now I understand why Nula avoids stressing humans. He puts both hands on his hip and sighs. Sorry, Anon. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just that not having eaten at the hotel, I'm really hungry. You didn't eat your steak hunk? Oh, it's because I hyperfixated, dumped on you too much. He doesn't have to say it explicitly for you to know that he means he couldn't eat you in the hotel. And you assume that he couldn't eat the replacement that Mother gave to the others, probably because he was staying here with you. Oh, he's gonna eat me. Honestly, at this point, I think I'm fine with it. I've been waiting more than a week for the placebo, and there are 14 days until the next candle festival. Are you still hungry? But you just ate. He just ate something. How could he be hungry? Yeah, those pancakes definitely fill you up. The food I have doesn't take away my hunger, nor does it taste like anything. Unum, noticing the way you were silently asking the reasons why you had food in this kitchen, clears his throat before responding with some shame. My wives, on the other hand, like cooking, and I like to watch them do it, so I'm not complaining. While Unum speaks, you try to calm your nerves. Clearly the deity in front of you is unstable, or at least he becomes so when he's excited, but you have no choice but to continue and adapt to survive. Since escape is not an option at this point, I don't want to escape. I'm not handled under that. I do not want to. Although you would like to know the true purpose of why you're here, about becoming your test subject, we can talk about it tomorrow. No. You say firmly. You want to know if being your test subject will allow you to survive at the cost of your physical or mental. In that case, you really hope that he just kills you once and for all. Then you can try to survive again with Septim or Nula. So is he like the final boss or something? If I become your test subject, I need to know in advance what tests you will do. Oh, haha. So it's going to involve a lot of kissing. He seems uncomfortable. I've read that humans can make something similar to what the creator made, but different. It's something progressive that doesn't go from nothing to everything instantly. You try to understand what he means, but nothing comes to mind, because his explanation is somewhat vague. Unum, noticing your silence, looks away, and you realize that his ears are red, and you doubt it's from rage. Let's talk tomorrow. I'll close the residence, so no one can enter. You're free to roam the place and do as you please. I won't. I want to be by your side. With that, Unum leaves, disappearing from sight. All right, I'm going to explore a little bit. Oh, boy, okay. I want to find something to defend yourself. No! Investigate the rooms. Too many rooms inside the residence are locked. No matter how hard you try, you can't open their doors. Although there's some that open. They don't have anything interesting inside. You feel that at any moment, you'll reach the room where, you've reached the room where Unum is. But this one looks different from the others. But when you try to open it, nothing happens. You can't go in. Then I guess I'll go to my room because I don't even want to find something to defend myself. I don't. Bite me on the neck, do it. You decide that it's time to call it a day. Resting in the room Unum gave you doesn't seem like a bad idea. No, it doesn't. Tomorrow will be a new day. You lie in bed and try to fall asleep. It takes you a little, but in the end, you manage to fall asleep. Don't fall. Hi, everyone. Editing me. I just wanted to make this little ending thing because I made a very bad outro for that section. Anyways, that was a very cool game. This is really weird talking about it because that was like yesterday. If you want me to play more of it, comment down below. Or if you have any other visual novels you want me to play, comment down below. This thing is so precarious and it probably sounds awful. Or any like horror games or just any games, I am always open to ideas from all of you. Regardless, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed and keep on the lookout for my videos.